Hey everyone, today I've got my The Call of the Wild movie review. Now before I get into my review, I just wanted to say that for my birthday this year, I wanted to do a little donation and give back to an organization that I have followed for the past few years now and I'm very familiar with, and it is called the Free Spirit Siberian Rescue, and it is a rescue for huskies, and I really love that breed, and it's a breed that I want to be able to take care of one day and also be able to give back. And I also really like this organization because not only do they give foster homes to Siberian Huskies, they also not only rescue them, but they also have a dog sled team where they do demonstrations throughout the community. I would really appreciate the gift of them receiving donations to this organization, and I'll leave a link if you guys want to donate in the description so you guys can really help them out, and it would also make me really happy, and that is one of my birthday wishes this year because I don't really like receiving gifts in general, so this would just be really awesome to do. So hope you guys can donate, and now let's move on to my review. A dog goes on a hair-raising adventure, but doggone it, does this make me go barking mad, or is it just that good? So as far as the story goes, Chris Sanders directs this movie that is based off of the Jack London novel and follows the adventures of a dog named Buck. Now I know they've literally remade this story into a whole bunch of movies and series and whatnot, but it has this dog who becomes this dog sled leader and even, of course, man's best friend. While this is a very adventurous movie, I mean, some of the scenes, I feel like one of the gripes I had from the get-go was that they could have used a real dog. And unfortunately, when it came down to the action scenes, at times it looked ridiculous because of how unrealistic it was to show that, yeah, it would be impossible to have a real live animal doing all of these stunts. The movie could definitely be compared to another that I had just recently heard about called Togo, and it's a movie that stars Willem Dafoe with a similar plot, yet that movie has real dogs, and whereas this one does not. Now, I don't know why they chose to go down that road with using CGI in this movie, but even when I saw the first trailer, when that came out, it really did remind me of a Disney movie, but then again, now it kind of is, considering it's distributed by 20th Century Fox, and there are moments in this movie that feel magical and are alluding to this spirit of the wolf inside the dog Buck. And I thought those scenes were very powerful and made me actually enjoy this movie despite having to try to get past and look past the excessive use of CGI and also unnecessary use. As far as the casting goes, I was really impressed with, the acting in this movie. Of course, Harrison Ford is in one of the leading roles. He plays this man who, kind of feels down and out because he's away from his family, and the only thing that sort of keeps him going is this dog that he befriends, and it's just pretty cool to see. It seems like an unlikely choice for him to be in this movie, but then as soon as I watched the movie, I was like, okay, I actually think I really like his character and his relationship with this dog. You've also got, some other pretty big name stars in this. Omar Sy, who was shown in the beginning of the movie because he was leading a dog sled team, and then that's when it sort of gets into the story with Harrison Ford. Of course, other actors like Dan Stevens and Karen Gillan were also in this, just to mention a few names. So the things that I liked about this movie was that some of the wilderness backdrops were visually stunning, and it may have hit me with the feels a couple of times, which was good because it gave me something to care about and root for in this movie, because, you know, there weren't too many times where I was just like jumping out of my seat thinking, okay, this is, you know, some pretty exciting stuff and groundbreaking action scenes. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie was, of course, like I said, the CGI dog, and the CGI in general really bothered me. And they were trying to give the dog these human-like qualities, which I heard was in the book, I guess. I don't know if you guys have read the book and picked up on that, but it was literally a guy in a mocap suit interacting with all the, you know, human actors. And now, since I am an animal lover, even the scenes where there was peril involved with the animals, it didn't completely raise my blood pressure watching it compared to, let's say, a movie like Homeward Bound, which they actually did use real live animals in that. So, but I would say it was still kind of terrifying to watch some of the scenes unfold, but still it was kind of a missed opportunity. And I'm not going to get into the fact that, you know, maybe animal rights activists didn't want to use real live animals and have them be involved in these stunts, but come on. Really, even the scenes when they weren't doing stunt work, you couldn't have just like filled in a real dog in those scenes? It was kind of ridiculous. But either way, overall, I would say that this movie was, you know, not as bad as I thought it was, but it could have been a whole lot better with the flaws that really weighed it down. So I wouldn't say that it's a complete deterrent for people to not see it. So I would still recommend seeing this movie, whether or not you're an animal lover, a dog lover in general, or just want to see a movie that has a very inspiring story. So I would give this 3.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of The Call of the Wild. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And I will see you guys later.